So the SIB is a not-for-profit organization that has been founded pretty much 20 years ago. It's mainly serving scientists in the life and medical science. And we've been doing quite a lot of genomics over the last 10 years because there have been a very big acceleration in the field. And some applications are, for example, in the non-invasive prenatal test, which is actually a blood test where we sequence the mother and the fetus DNA that allows actually to have a much more easy and much more safer access to a diagnostic tool rather than an amniocentesis that was the current practice some years ago. The type of technology that is the sequencing technology generates for one human genome about 300 gig of data. Now, the challenge is that it's 300 gigs of data that is generated. We do that for several individuals, and per week, around 43 terabytes of data are produced just of original sequencing. So the idea was actually to say, can we have a system that maintains the data in the long term, can be accessible easily without having to go to an archiving, and that is nearline enough. So that basically, in this manner, we could actually enable our users to have full access and control over their data. And for this, the technology from Quantum has been really instrumental in enabling such kind of approach.
We were looking for a solution that would provide us a cost-effective storage solution and would allow us to get rid of backup, to keep data for a very long time. Another consideration was to have an effective disaster recovery plan. The Quantum solution can be easily manageable. Actually, we use one person to manage 5 instances of Quantum StorNext, and this person uses usually 1 day out of his week, so 1 day per week per 5 instances. The other advantages is that the scientists see their archive data, and if they want to have a look at them, they can without our intervention and without having to change their way of processing data. Data produced by the sequencers are pushed to the StorNext file system, and then they are read from compute clusters based on Linux hosts which mount the StorNext file system. Once the computation is finished, then the data are pushed back to disk and then to tape. Working with Quantum was really a pleasure because these are top engineers, and we get wonderful support from the product guys and from the support people.
SIB is going towards the Swiss Personalized Health Network, which is an initiative to actually use all this genomic information, all these kind of omics technologies to actually answer therapeutics, diagnostic, but also health-related issues. And that's where we are going in the next 10 to 15 years, and that's our future.